Hi guys, we're in for the final stretch. Just want to give you the heads up on what's going to be happening. Monday we do have Memorial Day, but I'm going to go ahead and post everything so that those of you that are ambitious and want to get started ahead of time, don't have very many plans, you can go ahead and start. But I just want to let you know, just follow me through this. This is your instructional video for this week. You're going to be going to discussion. It's going to come up showing you on the discussion section off to the side where it says discussions, distance learning, the distance learning, online learning, that's what you're doing right now, versus the actual classroom instruction. In my case, or in your case too, that would be the teacher with you actually in the classroom, with activities and actually talking to a person. You're still talking to me online, but it's a little different. So the question that I'm giving you, the discussion question, now that you have experienced both types of learning styles, distance learning and the actual classroom learning or teaching, which type of learning do you prefer? Why? Do you think that it's good to have a balance of each? What you're going to do is you're going to give me an explanation with a minimum of 5 sentences and be very, very specific. Some of you might prefer both avenues of that. Some of you are going to say, okay, I prefer the online. This is a better fit for me, but you need to give me your reasons why. Others of you will tell me, well, in the classroom, we couldn't do roller coasters on online learning, not like we did in the classroom. So those are the kinds of things. This is just a feedback that I want to hear from you regarding. I'm going to actually take these and I'm going to turn it into a spreadsheet and take a look at it and see what kind of feelings I'm getting back from you guys, because we really don't know what's going to happen for next year. So it's a good data tool for me to use. So this assignment is going to be worth 20 points. So that's the first assignment that you're going to be doing. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to assignments, click on that, and go down, and you're going to see week 9, end of the year lab science songs. So you'll click on that. And I was trying to come up with something that would be creative and fun. I know you guys like music as well as I do. This I thought would be a little interesting. It might even be challenging, but that would be okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to be completing, this is your very last assignment for the year. Your assignment is to create an 8th grade year playlist with the following requirements. Based on the following labs that you participated in science this year, you will need to find a song that relates to each of the labs along with a minimum of 3 sentences explaining why you chose the song. Make sure to include the artist and the name of the song. So what I did was I set it up based on, there were a few other labs, but I set it up on these because these were the most popular that I ran with you this year. Number 1 was the survival lab. That was a card. We put a bunch of cards around the room, and there were different types of survival skills, and you had to come up with different techniques, different things that you would help you to survive, and you had to write them down. Number 2 was the team building. Those were the architectural designs, the buildings and towers and bridges and things that you made with the marshmallows and toothpicks. That dealt really with the law of physics too. Number 3, chemical and physical properties. This was a lab where you actually walked to different stations and you investigated the different, this one was mostly physical properties, but the chemical properties came later at another lab. But it doesn't matter. You can do things with chemical and physical properties. These are just some of the examples. Sublimation, one of my favorites. What is dry ice? Remember, that was the one that we did on Halloween. And we had, that was a good one. I really always enjoy that one. Number 5, hot chocolate holiday lab, another one of my favorites. You had to look at crystals and geodes. What is sugar? What is cocoa? 6, the smells of the rainforest. You went to various tables and smelled different kinds of things that came out of the rainforest, like coffee and ginger and things of that nature. Why is deforestation a problem? What does it do to the rainforest? 7, the poppin' tops. That's the one where we went outside and we did the baking soda and the vinegar, and we we used a stopper. So we had baking soda, vinegar, and similar to what happens with explosive volcanoes. Of course, the very last one we did was the roller coasters. We built the roller coasters, used the marbles, tested your different designs. The rocket simulation, that was unfortunately, we didn't actually get to launch the hands-on rockets that I wanted to do, but you got a little bit of a simulated taste of rocketry. And then last was the periodic table, the names of the elements, how they're set up both horizontally and vertically by rows and periods and columns and whatnot. And again, if you missed any of these labs, you can Google and get ideas. Just be creative. You can do whatever you want to do as long as it, in one form or another, relates to the lab for each one. Stay away from music that has a lot of bad language and that kind of stuff. I'm not really interested. I really am looking for a listing of the name of the artist, the name of the song, and some information why you chose that particular song for that particular lab. So if you have any trouble, I'm sure you will not, because you guys are really good at coming up with, just look around, see what you can come up with. This is worth 100 points. This is a really important grade because this could make a difference in one letter grade or another. So you want to make sure that you are doing this, and you should have a good time doing it. So we're into the final stretch. That's going to be pretty much it for now, and then I'll continue to fill you in if anything else. Again, stay with me on Remind. Make sure, some of you, when I put Remind out last week, I only had 61% on some of those reminds that I sent out. Make sure that you're looking at your Remind inbox. Again, if I put out anything dealing with Turnitin, I may not. But if I do, I need you to use your own language. So just remember that. Even if you have to rearrange something little, because Turnitin will pick up everything, as you know. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and have a good week.